But I don't think.
Good morning.
It don't help for sure.
Good morning, Rotarians. It's wonderful to be here. It's been a very exciting ride
Sure.
for the last 6 months.
Welcome back.
Welcome back, Cindy.
And
He's up in the back.
how you can tell we're one club because everybody pitches in and makes it all look beautiful. We're gonna do our prayer, and then everybody else is going to lead our pledge. And then I have a couple announcements. I do want to do exec meeting after this meeting. A couple things we need to discuss real quick. And then we're off again. So, prayer.
Thank you, Madam President. What a great day to be a Rotarian. Another warm one, but hey, it's almost over. Today, I'd like to share with you in Matthew 12, it says, a good man out of the good treasures of the heart brings forth good things. And an evil man out of the evil treasures brings forth evil things. And with that, I'd like to tell a story about General Robert E. Lee and President Jefferson Davis asked him about another officer. And he told him a lot of really good things about this officer. And there was another officer nearby, and when he got through, he went over to General Lee and said, General, you know that he dislikes you a lot, he hates you, and he's always saying bad things about you. And he said, well, the president asked me my opinion of him, not his opinion of me. And so I think we can, usually there's things to glean from that is that when someone's talking bad about you, you're talking good about them. And a person hears both of you, then they realize that you have more to give than the other person because they're just dragging things down. And so as we, I think, go in our friend circles and we meet a lot of people, that when we look for those, and that's another thing that when you're saying good things about somebody, that means you're a little better at listening and seeing good things than looking for bad and seeing bad things. So it says a lot about you, the way you talk about other people. Father, thank you for your word. Thank you for the freshness of it. Thank you for the guidance and direction that we glean from it. And Father, just pray that we'll continue to follow you and the examples that Jesus Christ gave us on earth and how we should live while we're here on your creation. Father, we thank you for Cindy being back with us. Thank you for the doctors, for the care that she received. And Father, we're just glad to see her back with us. Father, pray for those that are not here this morning. You know the reason why. Father, just pray that they know that they're missed and that we would love to see them back, but also just pray that you'll meet them where they are and just make it better for them. Father, just thank you for the Rotary students being back in school. Charlie was here last week and just increased enthusiasm in the club so much. Father, we thank you for that. We have something to look forward to. And we pray these things in Jesus' holy name. Amen.
Amen. Please join me in our Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance
To the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Now you may be seated.
Thank you, Bo. Thanks.
Michael says he's had to set up a Cindy cam because y'all can see me.
That's it down here on the bottom.
There any announcements today? I know we got a golf tournament tomorrow. I guess it's the veterans next, so we have our foursome here. And there's another one in 2 weeks,
Oh, wow.
Friday, September 17th, the Alliance will have its first annual
same place.
Irving Golf
Irving
Club.
Golf Club, okay.
Please come and join. It's gonna be a lot of fun. It's gonna be good food. Just a lot of good fellowship and a lot of fun.
What's the time, Jeff?
So this one is Friday, September 17th, Irving Golf Club. We'll do a registration from 7:30 to 8:30, but you can get in when it's, the way the format is, you can start whenever you like. So if you're there by 9 o'clock, come on. I mean, if you can't get there till 9, come on.
It's not a shotgun then, or shotgun start or not?
I'm not a golfer.
Yeah, I bet
They're
there's.
normally shotgun starts.
Yeah,
You don't
normally
just
everybody
start
starts
when
at
you
the
get
same
there.
time.
Well, they're gonna put different people at different holes.
That's
Since
right.
I'm hosting the event, if you wanna come at 9 o'clock, I'll give you a ball and a ticket, you go. How about that?
Because it doesn't say there when it actually starts.
No, it does not.
That's not,
I'm
okay.
gonna say 8 o'clock.
Okay,
That's what I've heard.
if we want to volunteer to help, can we come help set up? What time can we be
We
there?
are setting up on Thursday evening, from, I believe, she said I can get into the course 5 PM till the sun goes down at 8, and then we'll be there at 5 AM the Friday morning of, kicking things off all through the day, because we have gift tables and prizes and just all sorts of events and things going on, goodie bags and stuff. So yes, help, it would be welcome.
Super,
All right.
that's me.
Some other news? Batteries running low, but the report from the Rotaracts. University of Dallas yesterday announced that they're suspending in-room classes. They had a spike in they had, I want to say 35 positive cases there on the campus, a small campus. So the president decided to suspend classes through September 12th. And some people are going to go home for the holiday here, for the Labor Day holiday. Some are going to stay, but he's asking them to quarantine. So they're sending their regrets for not being able to come to the meeting today. But please keep them in your prayers and all the kids there at
Speaking of COVID, that was one of the things I wanted to mention, being in the hospital. Between my husband's health and dad, I spent months. And this was different. At least 2 to 3 times a day, there were code blues. I had blood poisoning that affected my breathing. So I was there mostly 2 weeks to get them to help me breathe. So I was working with respiratory. One night they had to intubate 3 people before they even got to my room. And another night they were intubating a baby. The professionalism of these people have been amazing. Everyone's happy. You never know anything's going on. And they're very positive in everything they do. Respiratory, but everyone was working over. Respiratory used to be like another department. You got blood, you got x-rays, you got respiratory. But they are the giving life. And they are working overtime. Like one of the respiratory therapists came in, it was her day off. She got a babysitter for her kids for 5 hours and said, I'll come in and do 5 hours so that y'all can stay with the COVID patients. Even the floor staff were coming in. They work a 12-hour shift, come back the next day and work another 12 because they only have 3 nurses for the floor and they don't want to leave each other. And they're doing it all by choice. And they're doing it with a great spirit. With that in mind, and with Rotary being service oriented, and part of what I'd like to talk about in executive is fundraising. When COVID came around the first time, you saw all these companies coming and helping the hospitals and bringing food, but that's not happening right now. And I would like for us to discuss about something that at least once a month, we can do something to support the staff there each month. Also, things are getting closed down. I did choose, while I was there, we will not be holding the Veterans Day because it's not safe to hold. Yes, Jeff?
Yesterday, Wednesday, at the Irving Homes meeting, John Drake pulled me aside, and he does need some help. He has a couple of ideas, and he said he would love to share them with all of us. His needs, and you hit it right on the target, energy bars, help, something, just help. So
Right.
John Drake is open to it. He also has something he would like us to do for the November, December charity event. It involves a Christmas tree. So
Okay.
he's excited about Favorite partnering with the Irving Sunrise Rotary.
That'd be great.
I think that'd be wonderful. Yes.
And can I piggyback on that? I know
Yes.
last week I talked about the massage chairs for John Drake.
Y'all did amazing, I have to tell you. I've been watching his videos.
Didn't he make us?
I am so proud.
Yeah,
of him.
he sent a note here, I'll read it to you. He was actually able to tell the nurse manager was they on call. So as all of them, they were yelling about it. And he says, please tell your club, the entire hospital family loves him.
Oh.
So now one thing on this though, that I thought I'd bring up is it was $2,000 for the chair. Last week I said our portion was 1,000. We really, he wanted 2,000 from us. So Bill Caton stepped up and we had raised $1,000. 500 of it was his. He chipped in another 1,000.
Oh, my
Wow.
goodness.
Wow.
So I think, you know, for the rest of us that
Wow.
haven't put anything in, if you want to put something in, let me know. I can just bill you at the next deal.
So do you have enough to cover it?
Well, Bill covered it.
Wow.
So, you know, I had to have Bill cover the whole thing. So if you guys just let me know, I'll bill it in that way. Whatever he donated, we could do toward the regular fundraising for the project.
And that's one thing, Jeff has some fundraising ideas, and this is what they're for, so we can do this. So if the hospital needs our help, we can help them. And, you know, that service is the reason Rotary's kept going. It started off simply as a networking, it did great, started to figure out. Then they added the service, and that's when it became worldwide. So getting our focus and actions back on that, but still got that money. Jeff will be announcing.
Excuse me?
Can you introduce our speaker?
Oh, yes, I'm sorry, I didn't hear you. So last Thursday, when we were here for, I know, so he's done it, thank you. So last Thursday, when we were here for the noon Rotary 5 o'clock social, we had a great turnout, lots of people. I met a special young lady as she was coming up from the back. You know me, I'll talk, say hi to anybody. I met Cecily. Come to find out, Cecily's the director of the Remington here in Irving. And we have many of our friends that live there. And so I had dinner there last night, and you know me and food, thoroughly enjoyed it, had a great time, had a great visit, had a great meal. And I asked her if she would like to come and share some things about the Remington, but also opportunities for us to give back to the Remington, social services, things like that. So please welcome my friend Cecily from the Remington.
So if you don't mind, I might stand at the podium.
Yes,
Is it microphone working?
Yes.
yes. I can't see over it. That's why I have to walk around.
Oh, I'm a little teeny bit taller, but not much. So I was trying to think of what to say this morning. And I'm just gonna tell you a little bit of my story of why I chose the Remington. And so you can understand what type of, one thing I will say about the Remington is the culture of our community is family. We're all one big happy family. The friendships that are made at the Remington are something that you can't replicate somewhere else. You just can't. So that's my start. But the day I came to visit the Remington at Valley Ranch, I knew I belonged there. I knew I was meant to be there and be a part of that community. Independent living is my first love. And I've done independent living for many, many years as a part of my career. And it just spoke to me as I walked in the door. That's also something you can't replicate when you come into a community. The sense of family with the residents and the tenure of the associates, 15, 16, 17, 19 years. You cannot, that is so rare. And you can't find that in many communities these days. You really can't. The turnover is amazing. The overflowing feeling of success when you feel a resident starts to immediately improve their quality of life. You know you've done your job. I mean, that's what we're here for. And so the Remington at Valley Ridge is an independent living community that offers an opportunity to live a full life. Chef prepared meals. You get breakfast and it's a continental, so you get a variety of different things to choose from. If you have any health issues, dietary, then let us know and we'll accommodate that. And then also housekeeping every other week. They'll even change your sheets for you. And a swimming pool. Should I go on? I mean, really, should I go on? So the opportunities at the Remington are endless. You can live a full life in our community and enjoy the different features we have. We have the swimming pool for the water aerobic ladies, for the ones that like to swim, and that's important to them to stay fit. We have an amazing exercise program that we have a gentleman that we just hired that comes, and it has been the biggest exercise class that we've ever seen of 25 people joining us in the morning, and that's early at 9. The different meals that are served at lunch and dinner, the opportunity to choose, I don't want lunch today, I want to choose dinner today. And the opportunity of that, the flexibility that we offer, the endless, the apartment styles that we offer. We offer small one bedrooms, and then we also offer 2 bedrooms. And the price for that is incredible. And with everything included, it's an amazing opportunity for a resident. When you walk into the Remington, you have this beautiful lobby, this beautiful dining room, the concierge that has the personality that you can't duplicate. And then you see our beautiful swimming pool. And then you go up to an apartment. When I got to show Jeff yesterday, you walk in and there's this full kitchen and refrigerator and lots of amenities, and then 2 bathrooms in a 2-bedroom. That's very helpful with a couple especially. And then just crown molding and the different features that are accommodating in the apartment. Washer and dryer in the apartment. Those are so many things that you don't see in other communities. And to me, that's what stands above the Remington. We have a full calendar of activities. There's opportunities to take advantage of the outings we offer, the grocery store trips, if you need us to take you to the doctor, and so on and so forth. And then it's an incredible community of culture, friendships, and family. And I'm just honored to be there. Does anybody have any questions?
So how many residents do you have, Cecily?
We have 105 currently, 105. And we're working on a few more.
What do you have capacity for?
Capacity, oh gosh, well, we have 126 apartments.
Okay.
And so probably probably about 150.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cecily, are there any medical facilities on staff
That's
for Alzheimer's or different special needs?
That's it. Right, but that's a good question. So as I mentioned to this lovely group of people over here, we do have an opportunity for the resident to age in place. So if it's on the fence on the Alzheimer's part, but we do have a couple of residents with cognitive impairment that are higher functioning and do fine. So they have an opportunity to utilize our on-site
services, i.e. borrowed sister, which is private duty service. The beauty of that is we have a relationship with them. So they can come and bill the service in 15-minute increments. So not every private duty service does that. So this private duty service, her family actually lived at the Remington. So we have a relationship with them where they offer us a special price for the resident to stay independent. So, yes,
Are you currently offering tours of your facility?
we
So
are.
say someone was interested and they had a friend that's not here, they could just say, call the Remington, call.
Call
Cecily.
me.
Yeah,
Mhm.
okay, thank you.
Yes, we are offering tours always. And then we also have a beautiful Sunday brunch where they get all the fixings like we had today and more. And, but we do provide a variety of opportunities for them, lots of flexibility. But to your point, yes, we do have services on site. We have our home health, which is Claris. They can do any clinical needs, physical, occupational, and speech therapy. And then we have the borrowed sister that keeps them independent. Yes, sir.
On your breakfast and your Sunday brunch are the eggs better than what we get here?
They're pretty good. They are.
All eggs are better.
Well, the beauty of the Remington is they do eggs made to order.
Oh, no, really.
So we do eggs made to order on Sundays, and we do like an egg scramble, so to speak. So you get all the goodness in one bite. And so there's lots of, yes,
So your eggs don't come in a box.
no,
They're not powdered eggs.
we don't, unless they are picking up their meal, no. I will tell you, if I could put Michael on the spot, his mother-in-law actually lives with us. And she came from a community that, in my opinion, was pretty good, because it was my competition when I worked in Arlington. And it was mind-blowing to hear what they were telling me where she was. And the word of the day was, that's unacceptable. That's just unacceptable. And so I told her that will never happen where she is with us. I said, if I have to personally go and do the roles that they didn't have, then I would make that happen. Because we at the Remington have a servant heart, and we are dedicated to those residents and dedicated to keeping them happy. And for me, I told her that she'll never have to deal with that. And I'm gonna keep my promise on that.
How did you guys handle the COVID protocols? I mean, they're private residences, so I
Great
guess they could
question.
stay in their residence, but then the meals brought in, or I mean, how did that work?
Great question, Michael. Well, for example, when I got there in November, if there was a COVID case, then at one point, all the residents did have to quarantine to keep them safe.
The entire property?
Correct. But we since changed that, where if a resident does acquire COVID, then they have to quarantine and the rest of the community can come out and participate. We do keep things social distanced. We do only try to do 3 to 4 to a table in our dining room. We do have a really pretty overflow where we do breakfast. So if it gets too crowded in there, we overflow to our breakfast area, which is an additional dining room that we have. And Jeff's seen it, it's really pretty. And, but for now, everybody, 99% of our residents have been vaccinated. And we are currently about to offer the booster. So the
When
thing
is
is,
that date that you're offering the booster?
I want to say, I'm speculating, but I want to say it was September 30th.
Okay.
So with that said, we do offer that. We did offer the clinic for the resident. We did not offer COVID testing, but we did send them to a location that offered it. The other thing is, if they needed any support from us, we were there for them. And the other, we would try to help them as much as we could. Housekeeping even came in and donned PPE for a resident that had COVID to help her clean up the apartment because she was ill. And so that was a beautiful thing. And then we do constant cleaning. We have housekeepers that have been there between 15 and 16 years.
Mm.
So the housekeepers clean the floors, not only cleaning the floors, but cleaning the apartments. They also have a cleaning system where they use a specific towel and cloth, microfiber cloth, and products for each apartment. So they're then put in a bag to launder after that apartment has been cleaned. So that's the beauty of living with us, because everything is contained in each apartment, from each apartment. They're not using dirty water to dirty water to dirty water, they're changing the water in between each cleaning. And they do this bi-weekly. So that's another system that we have in place, where they're not only, like I said, they're not only cleaning our dining rooms, our floors, upstairs, second floor, third floor, they're also cleaning the apartments, and they're using this specific cleaning system to protect those residents.
Cecily, so talk to me about pricing. Is there a pricing range that you can kind of tell us about how it works?
The pricing, when I first found out what the prices were, I almost did a car bill, because they were so amazing for what we offered. The 1 bedroom, 600 square foot, starts at $19.95. It's amazing. And that includes cable, housekeeping, maintenance, swimming pool, activities, 2 meals a day, you name it. Utilities alone are just incredible. So $19.95 all the way up to $29.25. So
That's amazing. That's
It
That's
is.
amazing, the price point compared to the value of what I was floored yesterday when you told me that.
yeah. It's
I was
incredible.
so floored, I put a deposit down, so.
He did.
Yeah. Is there an age requirement? Can I go?
61 or better.
Oh,
you're too young.
Well, I don't know about that, but I was floored.
When was the property built?
The community was built in 2000, and it was I think the previous owners were 12 Oaks. And 12 Oaks then relinquished in 2008, and then Capital then took over. But Capital, this is the other really neat thing about Capital Senior Living, is Capital owns that community. And I don't know if you've seen because we are a public traded company, but I don't know if you've seen where they relinquished a lot of their communities recently. That actually happened last November when I first started with Remington. And I made a phone call because I had worked with the previous company that they had relinquished to. I said, please tell me that this is not the same people that are gonna take over. And she said, no. And I said, good, because I'd rather work for Capital if you don't mind. So Capital Senior Living is a public traded company. Our corporate office is in Dallas. And we have an incredible CEO, Kim Lodi, who her culture is the same, just making a difference with the residents. Discover the difference with Capital Senior Living, discover the difference with the Remington, and the opportunities that we offer. Did that answer your question?
It did. I had another question about your offsite activities.
They're
Could you give
awesome.
kind of like a couple of sprinklings of what kind of stuff? that you go do?
Sprinklings, yes. As I gave you the newsletter, the calendar was on the back. And with that, we went to Ham's Orchard and had lunch at the pavilion, and that was an outing. We offer them to go to breakfast in the morning if they want to do a breakfast outing. If they want to do a lunch outing, we do lunch. We're trying to limit some of the outings because of COVID now and the variant being so high. But if they want to participate, then we will take them. We'll just socially distance them at the van and such. But those are some of the things that we do. They're actually going to the Arboretum soon, the Dallas Arboretum they're going. We go to different functions like that, museums, the garden, those kinds of things. If there's something they want to do, we took them to the casino recently. They wanted to go gambling, those seniors. And I'm like, make sure you pay your rent,
Yeah, exactly.
okay?
Don't get it.
But I digress. But they had a blast. They had so much fun. One of my residents that's been dying to go finally went. And I said, how did it go? And she said, I spent my wad. And I said, great. Did you have fun? Oh, yeah. I was like, good. So that's just, well, it's amazing. It's an amazing community. The prices are great. there's opportunities to be a part of our family, and if anybody ever wants to come and tour the community, you're always welcome. My business card is on my table, come by and grab one. And I would be honored, your pen is on the table too, the community phone number, yes.
Thank you.
I would be honored if you would come visit me.
Do y'all take any kind of particular insurance or any kind of financial backing to help people?
Great question. There are opportunities that I can help you with. If a future resident is the spouse of a veteran or a veteran, I will connect them to get the proper aid and attendance resources. Everybody doesn't know about aid and attendance, so I try to educate them in the proper way where they don't have to spend their money. The company that I use does not charge. And so they are a law firm, Clifton Sufel. They're amazing, and they will help guide that resident to get their money. They're wonderful. So there's that opportunity, but we are a private pay community, so there's no government funding or anything of that nature. Long-term care insurance is not accepted because we're an independent living community. That is, now the long-term care insurance could be used for the private duty service. So if you want to implement the private duty service in our community, then that might be a route you want to go. Did that answer your question?
Yes.
Okay, perfect.
Thank you so very much
Thank
for
you.
coming. You would like to step over here, and we are going to present you with the Rotary pin.
Hold on, we got a photo op. Hold on just a second.
Hang on, Jeff. We got
Just a
photo op
second.
here.
I'm gonna put your,
Do a double duty.
yeah, hold on.
Stick with the
So
program.
there's your,
Check out our Facebook page.
Yes.
It's amazing. You'll see the baby beauties in there.
really kind of cool, like right here.
Okay, yes.
So that way you get the background.
It's okay.
So thank you so very much.
And big smiles, 1, 2, 3, one more. All right.
Awesome.
Excellent.
You have an open invitation. Any Thursday morning,
Thank
you would
you.
like and network with us. We have areas with a lot of very businesses. You're welcome to come every Thursday at 7 a.m. Thank you.
All right, good job.
All welcome to come and get, come and tour. You never know.
Good job.
If you might have a loved one that needs senior living.
Thanks.
Thanks
Look,
again.
see, this is our fun.
Oh, man. Yeah.
There's Miss Limey.
And we have many friends that live there that are in the new road. We just have friends all
Yeah.
over,
That's
so we.
not us.
That's the essence of maple. That's what's that about.
What that's about. No, keep going, go up.
That's it.
You need to click on our website. Or that, yeah. There you go.
There we go.
Scroll down.
Look at
So
that.
this
She'll let
was,
you know how to do it.
Yeah,
this was
no, it's
our
good.
executive director, and he took a position to transfer to Plano, Welling, Waterford, Plano. So Lori Griffo, they were handing off the keys. So Lori Griffo was now our executive director, and we had a Q&A for Lori. She's great. And then during COVID, they did a car parade.
Oh,
That was really fun. And then we've had different retailers come and join us. Keep strolling because there's all kinds of fun things. There's great articles that Capitol posts.
Yeah.
There I am with my favorite retailer.
Yeah.
She's my clothing addiction lady. And then if you'll keep going, you'll see the bathing beauties in the pool.
thank you so much for coming. We
Thank
really
you.
appreciate it.
It's such an honor.
Thank
You're
you
welcome.
very
Please come
much.
back.
All right.
Cindy Porter. Cindy Porter, did we have a few things you wanted? I don't know.
Well, we have,
What time are we at?
We have a close. And then we can, and you want a board meeting afterwards?
Okay.
Go into executive.
Okay.
Please join me in reciting the following testimony. Just to seal the fact.
This is fair and all concerned.
Well,
We'll build goodwill and better friendships. will be beneficial to all concerned.
You can always join us.
End the meeting.